Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to another episode of Mondays Are For the Nerds. I'm your co-host, Jay Wright.
I'm your other co-host, Tristan Stump.
And thank you for joining us as we recap last week's pop culture news. I don't know where I was going with that. I zoned out. I'm not going to lie.
You zone out a lot.
I do. It's part of who I am, okay?
Yeah, I also zone out a lot. Yesterday, I was sitting at work, and I was zoned out. And it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. I was sitting at work, and I was zoned out. And this customer's like, oh, I guess I'll go to the other person. No. And he's like, he seems a little zoned out. And I'm like, yeah, I do that a lot. On purpose. I did that on purpose. Oh, okay. But then I legitimately started zoning out again, and I was like, I better stop so I don't actually get in trouble. And then I think it was the same day someone was like, I was just, you know what I look like when I'm not like trying to think about making a facial expression. I generally have resting depressed face. Same. And so I was just sitting there, and this person, high five for that. This person looks at me, he's like, gotta cheer up, buddy. And I'm like, no, this girl, she was like, cheer up, why don't you? And I was like, I just look like this.
That's like classic sitcom response.
And
I just look like this.
And she was just like, oh.
There's nothing else to say to that. Okay. I like $20 on that. Oh.
Yeah, your total will be $36.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna go back to contemplating life now, I guess.
Exactly. Okay. Here's your receipt.
I get compared to Ross and Eeyore by my family a lot. Ross in the like when he's mopey, not like as a complete person. Yeah. Because if I was Ross as a complete person, there might be some problems I need to take care of.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, Ross, Eeyore, any of the mopey characters are just like, okay.
I'm the dumb ones, but I can also be like, you catch me at the wrong moment. I'm just where I'm zoning out, and I'm like,
Jade, your eyes go back to.
I go.
Your eyes go back from facing
exactly
separate
from
directions.
Out to in. It doesn't go straight; it just goes back in. You gotta align me right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah. So, yeah, I was sitting at my desk, and Piper came around the corner and was like, "Hi." I was like, "Hi." She's like, "Okay, Ross."
All right. It's like me playing video games where I'm trying to focus on that. My parents come in and say something. I'm like, okay.
All right. Guess I'll go back to existing.
If I have to. Eeyore, we missed you. I'm sure you did. I've been watching too much Everybody Loves Raymond, and I just get the Brad Garrett in me. Yeah. Anyway.
Do you do anything this week?
No. I watched Heads of State. I watched The Legend of Ochi.
I took a break from playing Lego Dimensions.
Yes. I played more Spider-Man.
Ooh.
I'm 100% Spider-Man.
Yeah, I told Sam that I need to let her borrow Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah, so I took a break from playing Lego Dimensions to play Lego Batman, the original.
Yes.
So my goal is to play through all the Lego Batman and all the Arkham games, except for maybe Origins. If I have a tough time getting a hold of it,
I've never found Origins.
I mean, I could buy it digitally because I own the Arkham games digitally on my PS5. Yeah, but I bought the trilogy.
Yeah.
As a bundle, so.
Same. That's what I have it on. I've never been able to find Origins anywhere though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I play it? Because I want to play it.
Yeah, like it. I've heard it's like all right, but like
it's an Arkham game.
Yeah, I want to play an Arkham game. But yeah, since the new Lego Batman is pretty much both combined, I kind of want to play through all of them just to I'll get all the references and different things. But
what do you have the Lego Batman games on?
I have all 4 of them. I have the original on Steam, but it's glitchy and stuff, so I'm streaming it using my PS Plus account, which I don't like streaming the old games. There's just but my internet's good enough that I can stream it, and I haven't had any issues.
I only have it on DS.
And then I have the DS one has so many extra characters that the console one doesn't have. It's crazy.
I need to find my DS.
Including the only Lego Batman appearance of Mr. Zsasz.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
Victor Zsasz?
Victor Zsasz, the only time he's ever been in a Lego game is the DS version.
The first one?
Yeah, and he has a hairpiece for some reason. It's like flesh colored, but he has a hairpiece.
It's supposed to be bald.
I think it's him, the ventriloquist who wouldn't pop up again until I don't think he was popped up again until DC Supervillains.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, the DS version specifically, I actually have been looking into trying to play that version too, just because I never played it.
Do you have you have a DS, right?
Yeah, I have a DS.
I'll let you borrow it if you want to.
That would be great. Let me see. Now I'm curious, so I'm just gonna look at the characters list. So Tim Drake is an exclusive one. Like you could unlock Bruce Wayne in the all versions. Tim Drake is unlockable in the DS version only, as is original Barbara Gordon, Dick Grayson. So like
These are all those DS exclusives?
Yeah, the civilian versions of everybody but Batman is all exclusive, as is a new suit for Robin, it looked like. I don't think there was an exclusive suit for Batman. There might have been. It looks like two are exclusive for Batman. Not that we need to go through the whole wiki here. I'm just looking.
Yeah.
Police Sergeant and Police Woman are only on the DS.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I have to go back and look at my DS because I haven't touched that thing in like years, probably a decade plus.
So I want to know what the difference is. There's Clayface, and then there's Clayface Hagen, which is Hagen is one of the other because there's like 5 Clayfaces in the comics. Basil Carlo is the main one.
Yeah.
So apparently Hagen is also either an alternate version of Clayface or that's the DS version of Clayface. I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah. This note here does not appear in the DS versions, is replaced with Hagen. So he doesn't have his double jump in the DS version. He has a double jump in the console version.
Yeah.
It looks like Pamela Isley, so like Poison Ivy before she be. Same with Harvey Dent.
So a bunch of like Citizen.
Yeah,
profiles.
Selena Kyle.
I don't think I've played 2 and 3 now that I think about it. I'll have to see if I own them.
Harleen Quinzel, Jonathan Crane. Killer Moth with like his Teen Titans design, it looks like.
Ooh.
And then we're getting to all the words like the goons and stuff. So let me get to the Spoiler, Azrael, Huntress,
Azrael,
Dr. Arkham, Harvey Bullock, Lucius Fox, Mr. Zaz, Black Mask, the Ventriloquist, Hugo Strange, Talia al Ghul, Firefly, and some of Mr. Freeze's goons, like alternate versions of goons, are all exclusive to the DS version, which is just really cool. Because some of them, I don't think Talia's popped back up in anything. Her version from Batman Begins might be DLC in Batman 3.
Yeah.
But like Hugo Strange popped back up, but yeah, Talia, and Mr. Zaz, I don't think have been in any of the Lego games. Same with Harvey Bullock, which I assume he'll show up in the new one since they're kind of going over
the legacy.
But anyway, we don't have to talk about that the whole time because we're actually like quite a bit in. But there we go. We keep finding ways to make our small talk just keep on going. And it's usually me Googling something or reading a list. But
it's all of us. We're like that.
But yeah.
Pretty slow week for what's happening
this week. I'm already to the Joker missions of Batman, and then I'll go through the villain missions.
Dude, I need to replay it. Honestly, I think I have time if I actually sit down.
And Lego Batman 2, I also own on PC. It's not as glitchy, but I might also just stream it on my PS5. And then 3 and Villains, I own on my PS5 and Switch.
I own Villains on the Switch. Like I said, I need to open up my DS. And see if I actually have 2 and 3, because now that I think about it, I don't know if I do.
The 3DS version of 3 compared to the console version is just usually the handheld versions of the Lego games aren't very good, but so like the Marvel one is not.
I remember playing that first because I had the first Marvel superheroes on DS, and I was like, for the time when I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I played it console with Neil, and I was like, this is so much better,
right? The fact that free play, because Lego Batman 3,
free play.
The Lego Batman 3 on the 3DS generally is like it's all right. Like you still get a good roster when you play free play mode. You get a bunch of characters to use. The 3DS version of Marvel superheroes, you have to replay levels over and over again because it only lets you choose one character for free play plus the what would be the co-op character in console. So like player 1 in the first level is Iron Man and player 2 is Hulk. So your other character will always be Hulk every time you replay that level. Yeah. And so it was just it is one of the few games that I've owned that I've like immediately sold where I was like I can't do this. But Lego Batman 3 on the 3DS isn't too bad. But it's just obviously a lot more limited. Like the open worlds aren't there. You just explore I think the Watchtower and the Bat cave are only the 3DS version. Like that's all you get. But anyway,
Anyway.
So I'll be playing through all those, but slowly, because I do want to get back through Lego Dimensions and get to
before the 10-year.
Before the 10-year, just so I can at least finish the story. If I don't finish the open worlds, then...
Remind me next time I'll bring you the Harry Potter and Chima.
Yes.
From Dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring those to you. All the Harry Potters I have.
But yes.
Trying to get my releases for this week.
Yes, sir.
In theaters on Friday, August 29th, The Roses came out. It's a remake of The War of the Roses from the 80s. Life seems easy for picture-perfect couple Theo and Ivy. Successful careers, a loving marriage, great kids. However, a tinderbox of fierce competition and hidden resentments soon emerge when Theo's career nosedives and Ivy's own ambitions take off. I really want to see it. Caught Stealing released when his punk rock neighbor asked him to take care of his cat for a few days. New York City bartender Hank Thompson suddenly finds himself caught in the middle of a motley crew of threatening gangsters who all want a piece of him. I watched it today. I actually really liked it. The only other Darren Aronofsky movie I've seen is The Whale, and this is like his I think this is his most mainstream one, because that one was like Mother and Black Swan and all that. But it's not. I
vibed with The Whale up until the ending.
Yeah, yeah.
We can talk about the ending of The Whale, right? It's been long enough.
It's been like 3 years.
3 years. Yeah, I feel like we've been long enough that just ending it with him ascending.
Yeah,
is just. Not even ascending. He just stands up and it goes white.
And you can see his go off the ground and then it just on the beach. I was like, what?
It's like, oh, so you didn't resolve anything.
I will say I was a sobbing mess when that happened.
Oh yeah, it's like it's a beautiful or not beautiful. It's an emotional scene, and like it's a good movie.
Yeah,
but I do like I
looking back.
Looking back, I'm like I don't like when movies don't resolve. Like it's okay if you don't resolve all the plot threads because sometimes you're just not gonna be able to do that or you have sequels planned. But for you to just end it like that, it's like okay.
Yeah. Like, is this it? No, Caught Stealing was really good. Austin Butler was really good. There was a lot of twists where I'm like, I didn't see it. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see that happening. Vincent D'Onofrio and Liev Schreiber as the Hebrew, like, gangsters. Hilarious. The Toxic Avenger remake came out when a downtrodden janitor, Winston Goose, is exposed to a catastrophic toxic accident. He's transformed into a new kind of hero, the Toxic Avenger. Now Toxie must rise from outcast to savior, taking on ruthless corporate overlords and corrupt forces who threaten his son, his friends, and his community. And Jaws got a re-release to celebrate its anniversary. On the streaming side of things, on Thursday, August 28th, the Thursday Murder Club came to Netflix. 4 retirees spend their time solving cold case murders for fun, but their casual sleuthing takes a thrilling turn when they find themselves with a real whodunit on their hands. I'm waiting to watch that one with my parents. On TV, only got 2. Monday, August 25th, Upload Season 4 premiered on Amazon Prime Video. It's the final season. And on Wednesday, August 27th, The Terminal List Dark Wolf Season 1 dropped on Amazon Prime Video. That is the prequel spinoff from the Terminal List, came a couple years ago, Chris Pratt's show. And on music side of things, K-Pop Demon Hunters is the first movie soundtrack in over 45 years to have 3 songs simultaneously in the top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100 with Golden, Your Idol, and Soda Pop. The last film to reach this milestone was Saturday Night Fever in 1978. Spotify is launching DMs on their platform for users 16 and up. And Ariana Grande announced her first tour in 7 years, the Eternal Sunshine Tour, beginning next year. That is all of my music news this week and all my releases.
I've got some releases. August 25th, Particle Hearts, released on all major platforms from developers Underwater Fire and publisher First Break Labs. Explore a world made entirely of particles, use special abilities to manipulate those particles, solve puzzles, avoid detection, and uncover the role you play in the sinister and beautiful land. Pizza Bandit entered early access on PC from Joff Soft and Crafton. Pizza Bandit is a chaotic third-person co-op shooter where hilarious bounty hunting and panic-fueled cooking collide. Travel through time, blast enemies, and cook under fire with up to 4 players to fund your dream pizzeria. Guns, gadgets, and dough. What could go wrong?
I want to play that so bad.
Reigning City Millions Recollections, released on PC from developer Orca Layout and publisher 2P Games. One night, Liu Zhan woke up soaked in blood, a mysterious black hole in the palm of her hand, and millions pouring out of that hole. Like an unstoppable fountain of wealth, still in shock, she has to evade the monsters that rush to her and her new riches. A strange story begins in a gloomy city. Road Warden was ported to Switch. I believe it's like a 3-year-old game that's on Steam. Vlad Circus, Curse of Asmodeus, released on all major platforms from Indisruption and publisher Blowfish Studios. Vlad Circus, Curse of Asmodeus drags you into a sordid world of mirrors and shadows where the demon lurks. Dare to take on this macabre pixel art graphic adventure of horror and madness? Solve puzzles and explore two parallel timelines. Zoocosis made its way to PlayStation. August 26th saw the release of Neptunia, Game Maker R Evolution on PC from Idea Factory and Compile Heart. Older Neptune takes the spotlight, this time as the CEO of Victory, at a new video game studio and game industry. It's up to Older Nep and a new goddess trio to resurrect the company from the ground up in this quirky and meta RPG. Chip and Claws versus the Brainoids, released on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation from developer Snapshot Games and publisher Arc Games. An action strategy game where you gather Brainium, build a base, and command your army of bots to defeat the freaky brains and jars aliens. Lead from the front with your hero, Chip or Claws, or both in co-op. Look out for ejected alien brains so you can squish them. Fresh Tracks, released on PC and PlayStation from Buffalo. Jump, dodge, and fight to the rhythm of the gods in this thrilling music action game on skis. Take on obstacles and menacing enemies as you ski further into the darkness that has befallen the snow-covered land of Norwin. Gears of War Reloaded, released on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation from developer The Coalition and publisher Xbox. Experience the origins of one of gaming's most acclaimed franchises like never before. Faithfully remastered and optimized for PC. Quartet, released on PC from Something Classic Games, a series of unlikely train robberies, a mysterious deck of cards, a fleet of deadly airships, an accidental mage. Choose from 4 stories in any order and discover how they intertwine in this turn-based RPG. Space Adventure Cobra: The Awakening, released on all major platforms from developers Magic Pockets and publisher Microids. Play as Cobra, the space pirate, in an action platformer. Along with Lady Armoroid, your loyal partner, and equipped with your iconic Psycho Gun, you must solve a mystery that could threaten the entire universe. August 27th saw the release of Caput Mortem on PC and devs Wild Arts and publisher Black Lantern Collective. Travel back to 16th century France and delve into the mysterious depths of a seemingly abandoned alchemist tower. Do you dare brave the horrors that beckon you below, deeper still? Starlight Revolver entered early access on PC from Pato Games. Starlight Revolver is a 1-to-4 player co-op action roguelite set in a nostalgic anime-inspired social world. Connect with other divers in the city and explore dreamlike biomes, teaming up for thrilling adventures, minigames, fishing, and crafting. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, released on PC, Switch, and Switch 2 from Marvelous Inc. and Exceed Plus. Searching for a peaceful farm life, a fresh mountain breeze, and your own market stall? Look no further than the friendly community of Zephyr Town. Here you'll grow crops and raise animals, get to know the locals, and sell your wares at the town's bazaar to restore it to its former glory. The nameless Slay the Dragon made its way to Switch. Whisper of the House, released on PC from GD Studios. Whisper of the House is a cozy game about organizing and decorating. You'll take on various tasks from the townspeople, helping them move, organize, and clean their spaces. In the process, your gentle touch might make a difference in their lives and perhaps uncover some hidden stories. August 28th saw the release of Ascend on PC from Miami Avalon. Solve ancient puzzles, collect tarot cards, and complete the Zodiac trials to climb the mountain and save your people in Ascend, a 3D puzzle adventure. Shift between day, twilight, and dusk with your time turner to reveal secrets, alter the landscape, and discover hidden paths. Will you ascend? Bahamut and the Walk Walk Tree made its way to Switch. Cloud Cat's Land, released on PC from Meow Games. Adventure on the mysterious island of Cloud Cats. Explore picturesque locations, meet magical creatures, and solve unusual puzzles. Dive into the secrets of the wonderful island. Davy X Jones entered early access on PC from Parasite. Ascend to the highest fathom of Pyro Underworld within the infamous Davy Jones on this action-packed, revenge-driven journey. Control the captain's headless body, stay on pace with his autonomous skull, and keep his legend alive. Goblin Cleanup released on PC from developer Chrysalu Games and publisher Team 17, a co-op cleaning game where you have to clean and rearrange a dungeon before the next adventurers come to complete it. Incision, released on PC from developer Smoothbrain Dev and publisher Hyperstrange, an old-school first-person shooter action game. No bullcrap, lots of blood and gore. Slaughter your way through nightmarish industrial mazes, transform cityscapes and surreal alien structures to cut down the growth in this violent, fast-paced and merciless retro-styled first-person shooter. Kirby and the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 edition with the Plus Star-Crossed World world content released on Switch 2 from HAL Laboratory and Nintendo uncover the mystery of the meteor. After the world is struck by a powerful meteor, Kirby must use his amazing abilities, including some all-new mouthful modes, to clear a trail through uncharted territory in this exciting adventure. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, released on PC, PS5, and Xbox from Konami, a remake of the 2004 game Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, with the same gripping story and engrossing world, now with all new graphics and 3D audio that enhances the jungle atmosphere. Get ready for the ultimate survival stealth action experience. Jay, once again saying it, you would love that game. It is an espionage game set in the jungle.
I've looked into Metal Gear games because I feel like I would love them so much. Oh, that'd be a good Let's Play.
And there's, it would be. We'll have to see if the new version, I've heard some things about the new version, so we'll have to see if the remake or the original will be the one we would try. But dude,
I'd be so I want to play it so bad.
Super Robot Wars Y, released on PC, Switch, and PlayStation from Bandai Namco Forge Digitals and Bandai Namco Entertainment. Super Robot Wars is a grid-based tactical combat RPG that brings units and pilots from a variety of anime together to battle their mutual foes, rise, unite, and triumph. The Nightling, released on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation from developer Twirlbound and publisher Saber Interactive. The Nightling is an open-world action-adventure where you play as an aspiring knight in search of their missing mentor, Sir Lionstone. Equipped with only a legendary shield, you'll brave your way through the lands of Klesia to become an unlikely hero. I watched the first 30 minutes of this game. It looks so good. Mm-hmm. It looks so good and charming. August 29th saw the release of Goosebumps Terror in Little Creek on all major platforms from developer PHL Collective and publisher Game Mill Entertainment. Enter the chilling world of Goosebumps and Goosebumps Terror in Little Creek. Unravel eerie mysteries, confront sinister monsters, and navigate haunted locations inspired by R.L. Stine's legendary books, all while experiencing the Goosebumps signature blend of spooky adventure and playful. Lost Soul Aside on PC and PS5 from developers Ulta Zero Games and publisher PlayStation. Embark on an epic journey to save your younger sister and the whole of humanity from mysterious dimensional invaders from beyond the starlit skies and Lost Soul Aside. And finally, Shinobi Art of Vengeance, released on all major platforms from Sega and Lizard Cube. The iconic Shinobi returns in an all-new 3D action platformer with a unique hand-drawn look created by the team behind the hit brawler Streets of Rage 4.
Nice.
And that is all my releases for this week.
I have my first batch of miscellaneous. In posters, we got the Dolby poster for The Long Walk, which is on its second episode in a row. Our first posters for Monster, the Ed Gein story, Begonia, the re-release of the Twilight Saga, and the 40th anniversary IMAX re-release of Back to the Future. In terms of trailers, we got a trailer for Play Dirty, releasing October 1st on Amazon Prime Video. Looks awesome. We got our first trailer for Bone Lake, releasing October 3rd in theaters. 100 Nights of Heroes, and releasing this year in theaters. The Woman in Cabin 10, releasing October 10th on Netflix. The Savant, releasing September 26th on Apple TV+. Hamnet, releasing December 12th in theaters. Return to Silent Hill, releasing January 23rd in theaters. Is This Thing On, releasing December 19th in theaters. Sisu 2, releasing November 21st in theaters. The Carpenter's Son, releasing fall this year in theaters. Wayward, releasing September 25th on Netflix. Begonia, releasing on Halloween in theaters. Deliver Me From Nowhere, releasing October 24th in theaters. And the Twilight Saga re-release, releasing throughout October. I'm assuming it's going to be one a week. And the new Robin Hood series, releasing November 2nd on MGM+. And release dates and windows, Friendship is coming to HBO Max on September 5th. I Love L.A. will premiere on November 2nd on HBO. You know this is the previously untitled Rachel Sennett project. Smiling Friends Season 3 premieres on October 5th on Adult Swim. Mortal Kombat 2 has been delayed to May 15th. And Pixar's current movie slate, as revealed this weekend in Destination D23, is Hoppers in March of 2026, Toy Story 5 in June of 2026, Gato in June of 2027, and then labeled 2028 and beyond were The Incredibles 3 and Coco 2.
I kind of figured Coco 2 would probably be a 2029
That's what I think.
Or so, just based on how much we already knew when Coco 2 was announced.
Yeah. I assumed it was going to be 2028 and 2029. Ice Age Boiling Point, previously known as Ice Age 6, has been delayed to February 5th, 2027. Prep and Landing the Snowball Protocol premieres on ABC and Disney Plus in November. And Paw Patrol 3 was delayed to August 14th, 2026. In castings, De Noche, Pedro Pascal is in talks to star in Tom Hanks' previously canceled movie with Danny Ramirez. Anthony Ippolito has been cast as Sylvester Stallone in I Play Rocky, which I looked at the picture of him and it looks pretty dead on. Aaron Pierre, Amy Adams, and Simon Bird have been cast in Star Wars Starfighter. Saturday Night Live season 51 has announced the 4 departures so far, including Devin Walker, Emil Wakeem, Michael Longfellow, and Heidi Gardner. Revealed they are not returning for various reasons. Lola Tung and Nico Parker have been cast in The Young People. Daniela Melchior and Kristen Bell have been cast in Violent Night 2. The Yellowstone spinoff has cast Annette Bening. And Zootopia 2 announced that Patrick Warburton will be the voice of Mayor Winddancer, and Yvette Nicole Brown will voice Baroness Bear and EMT Otter, which means you heard my prediction a couple months ago for Zootopia 2. It's not happening.
Hey, if you keep saying that Glenn Powell is secretly a voice in a Disney movie, you'll eventually be right.
Eventually we'll get there. He'll be like cameo in something.
Yeah.
And based on his voice he has in something later, he could blend in anywhere.
Yeah.
And that is all for my first batch of miscellaneous.
In my gaming news, fantasy first-person shooter Wizardom is coming to all major consoles September 23rd. It's already on PC. Guerrilla's content is being added to Fortnite. The upcoming free-to-play entry in the Skate franchise, simply titled Skate, enters early access on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation September 16th. Train Sim World 6 was announced from Dovetail Games for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It's a simulator. You run a train line simulator from like United States, Canada, stuff like that.
Ooh.
It launches September 30th. Anomaly hunting game Captured is coming to PS5 September 12th, October 7th on Xbox, and is out now on PC. Horror Spot the Difference game The Devil is in the Details is coming to PS5 and Xbox September 12th. It is out now on PC. Roxy Richter and Lucas Lee were announced as playable characters in Scott Pilgrim EX coming in 2026. Stardew Valley content was added to Infinity Nikki. P1 Anchor Light was announced, an anomaly hunting horror game set in the Art Deco Lighthouse. Available September 9th on PC, October 14th on PlayStation, and November 11th on Xbox. Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive releases November 17th on PC and in 2026 on console. Warborn Above Ashes releases September 19th on PC. Pokemon Legends ZA got a trailer revealing Mega Hawlucha, still coming this October. 4-player RV survival game Long Road North got a release window of November 2025 and early access on PC. Becauseus announced Dark Fantasy RPG Vanrin coming in 2026. Mobile action shoot 'em up Acecraft is receiving Tom and Jerry crossover content. Datalip announced Walker, a co-op horror game about searching for monsters in a cargo transporter, coming to PC. Yuka Replayly got a release date of October 9th on PC, Switch 2, PS5, and Xbox. A physical release will arrive later. Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles, announced its English cast, consisting of, but not limited to, Ben Starr, Emily Carey, Harry McIntyre, and Joe Pitts. I believe Emily Carey was young Diana in one of the Wonder Woman movies.
Ooh.
Ken Levine, creator of BioShock, gave an update on the game Judas, including new key art and details on the game's central mechanic, Villainy, in which certain actions could turn other characters into villains who will receive abilities against the player, and Roland Rascal, which is this like Sonic the Hedgehog inspired 3D platformer, gave an update announcing that the game will arrive on both Switch 1 and 2. The game is expected to arrive June 2026. I think it was last night at the Symphony of the Seasons concert for the Stardew Valley that's like currently touring. Mm-hmm. The creator of Stardew Valley announced that 1.7 update will happen, which he had previously said after 1.6, which added a lot to the game. I'm done. I'm going to work on my next game now.
And now there's more stuff.
And now 1.7, he posted a screenshot of Haunted Chocolatier, which is his next game, like a couple days ago, and then was like, there's no release date, couldn't tell you where it's coming, couldn't tell you any updates about it, but 1.7 is happening. So
he's like, I can't give you this, I'll give you this instead.
Yeah, so that is my news.
I have my second batch of miscellaneous. In new looks, we got a new look at the Smashing Machine, new look at Indy the Dog and Good Boy for the second episode in a row, new look at Baraka and Mortal Kombat 2. We got our first clip from The Paper for the second episode in a row. First look at Emma Stone Bald and Begonia. First deleted scene was released of The Naked Gun. In Toy Story 5, we got our first look at Smarty Pants, a potty training toy voiced by Conan O'Brien, which I told you is perfect.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. It makes me think of
the amount of fart jokes he's going to get to make.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, have I shown you his ad for the bidets that he does for his podcast? That alone is just I can see him screaming at some point. We got a new look at the Buzz Lightyear army, and our first official look at Lilypad, which will be the villain of the film, outside of concept art.
Yeah.
Yeah. And first looks, we got a new behind-the-scenes look at Noah Centineo as Ken in Street Fighter. First look at Rachel Sennot's new comedy series, I Love L.A., written by, executive produced by, and starring herself. First look at Charlie Hunnam as Ed Gein in Monster, the Ed Gein Story. First look at Jude Law as Vladimir Putin in The Wizard of the Kremlin. First look at the remake of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. The fellow follows a widow who loses her own baby and decides to become a nanny with the ultimate goal of taking the kids and husband for herself. First look at The Mosquito Bowl, starring Nicholas Galitzine, Bill Skarsgård, Ray Nicholson, and Tom Francis. The film follows 4 of America's top college football players who enlisted in the Marines after the attack on Pearl Harbor. We got our first look at Star Wars Starfighter. First look at Adam Scott in Hokum. The film follows a horror novelist who travels to an Irish inn to scatter his parents' ashes, unaware that the inn is rumored to be haunted by a witch. First look at Martin Scorsese in The Hand of Dante. And first look at Baby Scrat in Ice Age Boiling Point. In box office records and viewings, K-pop Demon Hunters, for the 4th episode in a row, was officially the #1 movie at the box office with an estimated $18 million. It's Netflix's first ever film to become #1 at the box office. It has also since become Netflix's most popular original film of all time, and an Oscars campaign for the film is happening, which I suspected that's why they released it in theaters, apart from just to get a sing-along out there. War of the Worlds, didn't think would show up in this category. Did you see this?
No.
Was the 5th most watched movie on streaming during the week it was released. It was watched approximately over 4 million times during that week.
Y'all don't hate watch.
Don't hate watch.
Have we had that PSA before? Don't hate watch?
I think so.
It just gets stupid stuff renewed.
Yeah, exactly. Glenn Powell, for the 4th episode in a row, it released today in Destination D23. We got the first full-length trailer for Chad Powers, as well as the first poster released a couple of days ago. Looks so funny. It looks hilarious. I'm going to love it. And new announcements. The Gilmore Girls documentary is in the works for the show's 25th anniversary. Matthew McConaughey will star in a new Netflix series from True Detective star Nick Pizzolatto. A modernized The Wizard of Oz series in the works Amazon Prime Video from Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton, and creator Gina Matthews. It will be YA focused, with a yellow brick road used as a metaphor for the challenges and choices facing young adults today. When I first saw that, I saw it as a movie, and I was like, that's weird. Then I saw a series, and I'm like, okay.
It's still
like, what?
Strange.
But I mean, I'd prefer it to be a
I'd prefer
series
it to be
than a
more.
show.
I prefer it to be
Series
more of
than a
an
movie.
adaptation of the books.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh, I've read the first 5 books. I remember.
Like there's some interesting Oz stuff you could do.
Absolutely.
But I guess I suppose we can see how this turns out. But the way they're describing it just seems so like.
Yeah.
Is basic a really bad way to? Like, oh, the long journey to the end is an allegory of the long journey of adulthood. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Wonder how long it took you to come up with that one. Between this and Archie, I'm just...
We're getting cynical. This podcast turned a quarter.
What happened to my
We're 1 year in.
What happened to my whimsy?
We've grown.
Look what Blade being delayed so many times has done to us.
They sold the costumes, and now this? A new Knight Rider movie's in the works.
James Cameron news.
Be so bad. That's the perfect thing to come up, though. Oh, dude. Oh, I might hit it. A new Knight Rider movie is in the works, with Cobra Kai creators John Hurwitz, Hayden Schlossberg, and Josh Heald writing the script, with David Leitch producing the film.
You know, it's about time that Knight Rider is the next 80s show to make a return.
That is true.
Because we had Quantum Leap came back, and Magnum P.I. came back.
Again.
And Murder, She Wrote is currently in the...
Is he in a movie or a show?
A movie with
That's what I
Jamie
thought.
Lee
Jamie
Curtis,
Lee.
I believe,
Yeah.
is currently in the works. So yeah,
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider's the next one. It's only a matter of time before
like
they
that'll be
try
dope.
A-Team again, because that was 2010, I think
True.
was the last attempt.
True.
So 15 years, I feel like it's good enough. If Fantastic Four can get 10 years,
Every 10 years.
every
yeah.
10 years, then I feel like A-Team can.
True.
15 years have passed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think it'll be good.
I wonder who they'll get to voice Kit. I hope it's not a comedian.
That's what I was thinking. Where I'm like, they're going to want to go with a comedian.
Yeah.
But
But who's going to surpass stinking William Daniels?
yeah, exactly.
as Kit.
Sony and Netflix are now in deal talks on making a K-pop Demon Hunters sequel happen. Ridley Scott says he's working on Gladiator 3 right now. Channing Tatum, Oscar Isaac, and Zazie Beetz have been cast in Cockroach, with Matt Ross set to direct. Film follows a stranger who takes on New York's criminal elite, transforming himself into a crime boss in a city where power is everything. And also announced at Destination D23 today, as of recording this, Hexed, Walt Disney's Animation's next original movie. Film follows a teenager and his mom who discover his weirdness is actually hidden magic that transports them to a world where magic can run free. We got our first look at, I believe, concept art. Mm-hmm. And it releases November 25th of next year, so 2026.
Yeah, and we don't know if it's their next musical movie, which, I mean, it's been since Wish that we've gotten a musical. No, Moana 2. But that was all. That was written as a show first, which is why I'm like,
straight full movie.
We want to go straight full movie. It was written to be a movie with original music from like one of their major teams. Yeah. It's been since Wish that we've gotten a musical movie from them. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping this is a musical movie, but it's also a male lead, and they haven't done a musical male lead since.
Oh, true. Have
Hercules? Was Aladdin first or Hercules? I think Aladdin was first, and then it was Hercules. So Hercules, I think, was the last male lead to have a musical. Like, we've gotten male leads since then. Yeah. Treasure Planet, Atlantis, Chicken Little,
Brother
Bear, Tarzan. We've gotten a bunch of Strange World. But yeah, so it's been a while since we've gotten a musical with, and like having a mother-son relationship with a musical would be cool.
I also saw someone say on TikTok that they think the term weirdness is used. There's going to talk about his like neurodiversity.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
Weirdness is a little. It's like it's such a weird word for a lack of better like.
Ironically,
where it's like I don't know.
I'm excited to see. I hope it's a musical.
Yeah, I hope it's a musical too. Just
I miss the musicals.
Yeah, and I hope this one's kind of written like a musical.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's been since maybe Frozen at the latest since a Disney musical is written to be. And Canto.
You're talking about
got pretty close. But like the whole thing about the Disney Renaissance films was they were written like Broadway musicals, which I mean that's because a guy that wrote for a team that wrote for Broadway wrote Little Mermaid, and then it went from there where like they started writing them like Broadway musicals, and that kind of brought them back because Disney had done musicals before, and there was like I Want songs and maybe like, you know, a couple other songs here and there, but like it's just something about like
Little Mermaid
the intent of writing it like a musical.
Yeah.
Just led to this, and it started to teeter off around the time of maybe I would say Tangled started to like, it was still very much like songs and even a dance scene and stuff where it's like this is musical, and then Frozen started to teeter less like that, more like these are the songs that we have in every, like we have this song and this song, where it's like checking off, not in a bad way, but just checking off a list of like this is what we expect from Disney, where it started to feel less like this is because it's intended to be written like a musical and more like this is intended to be written like a musical movie. Does that make sense? Does that distinction make sense to anybody?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm just hoping that Hexed, because Encanto started to lean that way. Encanto was very much like I could see this on stage.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do that with Hexed a little bit of like, if it's a musical, we don't know if it's a musical. They haven't said anything beyond the plot, but
this is literally, that's why it's in new announcements. It was announced today.
But yeah, so we'll see. Because I saw someone who was on the team tweeted like, "I'm very excited," and someone was like, "Is this a musical?" And he's like, "I can't tell you."
Yeah, which means maybe, probably.
Yeah. So.
And I do have a couple miscellaneous mentionables. Alex Garland wrote a 160-page draft and made 40 pages of imagery to pitch his live-action Elden Ring movie. He then flew to Japan to pitch it directly to creator Hidetaka Miyazaki and seal the deal. The Toxic Avengers partnered with a nonprofit to eliminate $5 million in unpayable medical debt and pledges to eliminate more based on ticket sales. The live-action Aristocats remake is no longer happening at Disney. Questlove said it on podcast, but he did say he hopes on down the road, maybe, because he was going to direct, I think. Paramount is in talks to buy the rights to develop a Call of Duty movie. And we got Lego news. Gremlins Gizmo is the new Lego idea set. It was one of the 80s themed that the competition won. We actually said a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It'll be 1,125 pieces, retailing for $109.99, and it releases on October 1st. I will be getting day one because I love Gizmo.
That means it and Goonies
are
now going to be getting Lego sets.
Goonies was the other one, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the big pirate ship.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that day one.
Yeah.
I love
We
Gizmo
also got
so
a Willy
much.
Wonka set announced this week.
Yes, we did. I didn't get that put down. Dadgummit.
I don't know. I can't remember the price, but it's gonna. I think it's another idea set.
It's gonna. Yeah, it's either that or Icons.
Yeah.
It's gonna be off the Gene Wilder.
Yeah, Gene Wilder. It's the Chocolate River scene.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can't remember what all the minifigures are, but you get Willy Wonka, you get Charlie,
kids,
you get Grandpa, you get all the kids. And I think you might get a couple Oompa Loompas.
And that is all of my miscellaneous news.
And my anniversaries, August 24th was the 35th anniversary of Michael Jackson's Moonwalker on Sega Genesis. The 15th anniversary of Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar on DS. So the original version of a game that released this week, it was its 15th anniversary.
Dude.
10th anniversary of Mega Man Legacy Collection. August 25th was the 86th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz. The 25th anniversary of Bring It On. The 20th anniversary of Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow on DS. The 10th anniversary of One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 on PS3 and 4. And the 10th anniversary of Until Dawn on PS4. August 26th was the 20th anniversary of Brothers Grimm. The 25th anniversary of Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past on PS1. August 27th was the 5th anniversary of Bill and Ted Face the Music. The 67th anniversary of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, the 10th anniversary of Franville on PC, and the 10th anniversary of Layers of Fear on PC. August 28th was the 10th anniversary of War Room, the 5th anniversary of Phineas and Ferb Candace Against the Universe. And
Dude.
right? 5 years already. And the 5th anniversary of Mario Tennis on N64. August 29th was the 20th anniversary of Mario Superstar Baseball on GameCube. And August 30th was the 20th anniversary of Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch as a Glitch, the 25th anniversary of Spider-Man on PS1, and the 10th anniversary of Disney Infinity 3.0.
Oh, Star Wars 1. What could have been? I do have today in pop culture history on Sunday, August 24th, in 1891, Thomas Edison applied for his patent for the motion picture projector called the kinetograph. Monday, August 25th, in 2013, at the 2013 MTV Music Video Awards, Miley Cyrus created controversy by twerking during a performance with Robin Thicke. On Tuesday, August 26th, in 1940, Don LaFontaine, who is known by some as Thunderthroat and the Voice of God, was the voice behind In a World. Milestone birthdays that day was also turning 45. Can you believe both these people are the same age? Macaulay Culkin and Chris Pine are the same age. They both turned 45 on August 26th. That's wild to me. On Wednesday, August 27th, in 1955, the first copy of the Guinness Book of Records was issued. Thursday, August 28th, in 1898, Caleb Bradham invented the carbonated soft drink that would later be called Pepsi Cola. Not really anything to do with pop culture, but I'm like, this is the closest we're going to get for that day. On Friday, August 29th, in 1997, Netflix is founded. And on Saturday, August 30th, in 1993, David Letterman premiered his late-night talk show on CBS. That is all for this week in pop culture history.
In anime news, we got the Real Akuma anime shorts will premiere in 2026. My Friend's Little Sister Has It In For Me premieres October 4th. The Food Diary of Miss Maid premieres in 2026. Farming Life in Another World Season 2 premieres in 2026. The anime adaptation of Ganglion premieres October 3rd. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill premieres October 7th. A Wild Last Boss Appeared premieres October 4th. The year is 2800. And Lufus Mafal, the Blackwing Tyrant, Great Conqueror, and leader of the 12 Heavenly Stars, has returned. A man wakes up in the body of this MMO character 200 years after her defeat during a player-made event in the game, X-Gate Online. Now he's stuck in her body, but this isn't a game, it's real. With her long reign over and her legacy one of fear, Lufus must journey through the world of X-Gate looking for answers, possible comrades, and all the monsters her death unleashed upon the world. Kakaryu Bed and Breakfast for Spirits 2 premieres October 1st. Potions Save My Life premieres October 2nd. Chainsaw Man the Movie Res Arc premieres October 15th. May I Ask for One Final Thing premieres October 3rd. Ranma Half Season 2 premieres October 4th. Kyakusho Kizoku Season 3 premieres October 3rd. And Tales of Wedding Ring Season 2 premieres October 4th. And comics news, Marvel Comics is celebrating 70 years of The Muppets, with Muppets variant covers of various comics, including Amazing Spider-Man number 13, Fantastic Four number 4, Venom number 250, and more. And it is like Muppets as Marvel characters. So there's one where it's the Infinity War, like with the fist and all the different lights and stuff, but it's all Muppet characters, and including Kermit Spider-Man, which I'm sure you remember that meme.
Yes.
So it's just absolutely wild. Yeah, pretty cool.
You know, we're always up for some good Muppet news on here. I don't have much in terms of comics. On the DC side of things, Peacemaker Season 2 for the third episode in a row. Episode 2 released, which, have you seen it? Do you watch Peacemaker?
Episode 2 of Peacemaker? No, I haven't watched Peacemaker yet.
There's a joke where Tim Meadows, he says, you've probably seen this clip with it. He has bird blindness.
Okay.
An eagle flies out, and he goes, what's he doing with that parrot? And dude's like, that's an eagle. And he's like, well, I don't know. I have bird blindness. He's like, you can't tell the difference between a parrot and an eagle. He's like, don't criticize me for that. I have bird blindness. It comes back later. I'm not going to tell you how, but it's so funny. James Gunn, when asked if there's a chance Chris Pratt plays Batman in DCU, said, quote, no. As something else? Yes. Marvel, the X-Men movie, Jake Schreier says they have begun working on the film. Thunderbolts dropped on Disney Plus this week, and Spider-Man Brand New Day for the 6th episode in a row. Jackie Chan has revealed that his action team is in charge of action guidance, and he has visited the set, which makes me weirdly, insanely way more excited than I was, as if I wasn't already excited for this. In celebrity deaths, Jerry Adler was 96, The Sopranos and The Good Wife actor. Reggie Carroll was 52, Baltimore stand-up comedian. Katie Slayton was 37, cousin on 1,000 Pound Sisters. Josh Barnett was 80, New Zealand producer known for Whale Rider and Sion's Wedding. Veronica Echegui was 42, Spanish actress known for My Name is Wani and Prison Yard. Richard Hobart was 73, Swedish director known for Everybody Loves Alice and Spring of Joy. Luis Alberto Lamada was 65, Venezuelan director-producer known for Jericho. Floyd Levine was 93, U.S. actor known for Dog Day Afternoon and Night Shift. Isabel Pisano was 77, Uruguayan actress known for Savage Pampas and Heartbreak Tango. Frank Price was 95, studio chief and producer behind Back to the Future and Ghostbusters. Eusebio Ponchelo was 79, a Spanish actor. Mike De Leon was 78, Filipino director, producer, and screenwriter behind Manila and the Claws of Light. Rami Huberger was 61, Israeli actor and director known for The Beast and Schindler's List. Rodion Shadrin was 92, Russian composer behind The Height and The Communist. And Takaya Hashi was 72, Japanese voice actor in Fist of the North Star. My sources this week were Deadline, Movie Insider, Vanity Fair, Hollywood Reporter, PopCulture.net, Writer of Pop, Bloody Disgusting, Screen Rant, Fandango, Empire, at East Scorpion Golden, New Yorker, Mickey Blog, The Guardian, IndieWire, FandomWire, and of course, Discussing Film.
Want to thank my sources this week, IGN, Crunchyroll, Discussing Film, PlayStation Blog, Nintendo Life, and the official sites and socials of the studios mentioned today. And this month, we're kind of going back to tier lists. We know it's been a couple months, to the point where I was trying to think of what the last tier list was.
Was it Muppet? No, it wasn't Muppets.
It wasn't Muppets.
After Muppets. I forget.
Anyway, so we have a list of celebrities.
And some of them.
We're going to go through them, and we're going to say, based on vibes, not what we know they went to school for, not what we know what they've said, unless we feel like that is the vibe, what their occupation would be if they weren't celebrities.
Yes.
If they were just, and Jay, hear me out. This is all in one town.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, this is
so no repeats.
Yeah, no. Maybe some repeats depending. But like, I'm going to try my best to be like, yeah, this is a small town. You're going out to your library, and there's. I know she's not on the list, but Amanda from Smosh is.
Yeah, it's going to be the librarian or your waitress.
Yeah, so
which I love. Our first one, like I said, you only know like 6 or 7 of these.
Yeah,
you know all of them, but you know what I mean. Spencer Agnew from Smosh. So I feel like it has to be something with games.
Because I feel like
comic book store.
He works at your local GameStop.
That's what I'm
or like
thinking.
The game store where you're like, dude, you know way too much to be doing anything else but this.
Yeah, but he loves it. He loves it.
In this other world, he might not love it in like real life.
True.
In real life, he's probably like,
this is a utopia.
In real life, he's probably like, that sucks. But like.
These aren't alphabetical order in our head, and
it's like, yeah, in this alternate world of a small town, what are we going to call it? Let's call it Porgville. I don't know. I just looked at Jay's.
For a hot second, I forgot what a Porg was. I'm like, what? I forgot
Jay's
it's on
laptop.
My laptop.
He has a Porg sticker. So Porgville, the local game store is ran by Spencer. We don't know if he owns it. He's probably one of those dudes like, you should own this store, but you just work here.
Yeah. But he's like, or he might own it and he just works there anyway.
Yeah.
Because he wants to.
Yeah, that's the vibes I get from Spencer.
Yeah.
Is he's your local, like, you want him to be the one to check you out because he's going to know what he's
cool.
talking about. Yeah.
And he's also going to strike up a conversation in the last 30 minutes. And you're like, I'm late to pick up my daughter.
Dude, I just wanted to play Doom. Can you?
Just want to play Doom. Okay, how are we ranking these? Did we ever decide?
I think it's the tier list is I want to say the tier list is like retail, school, civil servant, and what would the like a fourth one be? Retail, school, civil servant, and food.
Food, yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll be in retail.
He'll be in retail as the game clerk. Also, if you've heard noise in the entire time this episode, it's because my dog will not stop pacing.
Okay, we're going retail, civil service.
Retail, civil service, school, and food. If there's a fifth,
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But
entertainment.
Oh yeah,
no.
Entertainment adjacent.
I have like one later, not for
Do
today.
we want to have one where it's like online influencer?
It's just Smosh.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
This is the one that you did not know I was adding to the list.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Because it depends on the era. If we're talking like current Jennifer Aniston.
I always like think of her as like the morning show current, but I also haven't seen the morning show.
I feel like in another life.
I feel like she'd be a good businesswoman.
I said she's like either she's working in an office somewhere. She's like she stops at the gas station you work at, and you don't know where she works, but she's also always dressed to work at an office.
Yeah, she's in like a pantsuit.
Yeah,
or like a suit.
She's in a suit of some kind, and is just like.
But
hey,
I think she's also like a higher up.
Give me my
office.
coffee. Give me my Marlboro Light 100s, and just.
She's a stressful office worker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in civil service. It's just stressful office worker.
We don't know what office she could be working at. She could be like a higher up at one of the local hospitals. Or something. Yeah. We don't know, but
she works. She's
Yeah, still civil servant because that would be medical. So yeah,
we're gonna put random office worker, higher up ? Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett. She's a substitute teacher.
She's the go-to.
When she wasn't like when she was like working, she was like everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like there's any escaping theater for Carol Burnett. So she was a theater teacher turned.
Oh yeah.
Turned like everyone's favorite.
She's the theater teacher from High School Musical.
She's the substitute that she's like I retired, but they can't get rid of me.
Exactly. I'm going to put goated substitute teacher. John Cena.
John Cena. My instinct wants to say PE coach, but I don't feel like that's right.
See, here's the thing. I feel like we've seen a wider array of what he can do, but also ultimately, I feel like he'd be cool at what he does, and he'd also be funny.
Yeah.
A jokester at what he does. But also uplifting, because I've seen some of his stuff. I feel like PE coach would be like really good.
You think PE coach
but
is really good?
Is that leaning too much into his wrestling, though? I mean, his build, though.
Because my instinct's going to be to put so many of these people working in a school, but I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to think of like a more diversely. But I feel like
be a different thing, like we're in a school.
I feel like PE coach or
it's like a thing.
Is like a thing. Like he is coaching something, even if he works at a college. He is he is a coach of some kind.
But also after school, he coaches at the YMCA for like dodgeball.
Like, hey, Coach Cena.
He leads the local dodgeball team.
Like, yeah. Like something like that where it's like, look, I'm a coach by day for kids, but I do run a dodgeball team at the YMCA.
Okay, I'm down for that.
So yeah, he's a coach of some kind.
We just use this to like build a sitcom. Our own Abbott Elementary. Porgville Elementary.
Porgville Elementary. Ironically, none of the cast of Abbott Elementary is there because
Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman.
My mind went to hospital. I don't know why.
Yeah, I feel like she's either the secretary at like an urgent center or like the nurse at an urgent center. That's like
a head nurse.
Yeah.
Charge nurse.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Yeah,
trying to dip into my Chicago med.
Either a charge nurse or a
or a
receptionist of some kind.
Receptionist, something at a hospital. I feel like she would have the patience to like work at a hospital, but also not give a crap and will tell you off.
Charge nurses are the ones that have direct contact with patients.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
And they're temporary leader and clinical supervisor for a hospital unit or department during a specific shift. So yeah.
And she's been there for like years.
Yeah, she's been there for years.
She's the vet.
Yeah.
The veteran. These next two, Jennifer Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge. She either works at a hair salon. Where you want to go with your mom to her hair because Miss Coolidge is going to tell the funniest story.
That you wonder, can this actually happen? But there's just enough like details in there where you're like, she can't be making this up.
She does,
Hair salon.
and I don't know. I was going to say alternatively vice principal, but
oh no.
But yeah, hair. Yeah. She works at the hair salon.
Where would that go under?
We almost have to put that under civil servant.
Civil servant?
Because I can't think, because it's not quite retail. It's not quite civil servant. It's like something in between. Because it's definitely not education or food.
Yeah.
So we'll say civil servant.
Civil servant.
I feel like that's the catch-all for like everything that isn't like a public service of some kind. Yeah. Medical help, fire help.
I feel like those can be their own category.
Medical help and stuff?
Medical, fire, and police.
Maybe. Because that's like civil servant. That's the civil servant. Anyway. Anyone that helps the citizens.
Hairdresser.
Yeah.
That is so perfect.
Right?
A lot of these I like had little ideas on. A lot of them like I have no idea, but I'm so excited to see what you come up with. Okay. Next one. Will Ferrell. The last one for this episode.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. He's the other theater teacher. No, he's not.
I was like.
Thing is, he can mold to anything.
Will Ferrell wanted so bad to work as a theater teacher. In fact, he was on track.
There's a movie.
But it wasn't. But it wasn't until he got a phone call. And he had to come back home to Porgville and take care of some things. Years later, he manages your local gas station. But he's also does so much for the community outside of that. He does so much for the community beyond that. But occupation-wise, he manages the local gas station.
Would that be a retail?
He also does perfect. Like he gets himself involved in like the local car washes and the improv shows for charity.
Commits.
But like any chance he can get to help with like local theater and stuff, he can. But he's so busy like just helping with,
But it still shines at the gas station.
He is the backbone of like the local charity front, alongside like. I don't know if June Squibb's on the list, but alongside June Squibb or something.
Oh, I should have put June Squibb on the list.
He's got like this board of like, he's like the youngest guy on this board of people helping like with the community, other than his intern.
It is Mark Wahlberg.
No, Mark Wahlberg's your local firefighter. Anyway.
He is. He's wannabe theater teacher.
Wannabe theater teacher, gas station manager / backbone of local charity front.
We need a mayor eventually, actually.
No, we do need we probably
that open.
We have to keep we do have to keep like government.
That might be like a last thing.
We do have to keep politics in mind. Yeah. None of these so far have been touched anywhere near politics, except for maybe Jennifer. Except for maybe like Jennifer Coolidge touched it. Well, Farrell's kind of touching politics of like being part of like local charity and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Jennifer Coolidge tried to run for mayor, but it didn't end well because no one was going to vote for her. She gives away too much information at the hair salon.
Yeah. Not to like damage anyone.
No, it's just she can't keep her mouth shut. This is not evocative of how any of these people are in real life. No. It's just the vibes they give off.
These are purely based on vibes, guys.
Yeah.
However, I feel like, in all honesty, this is reaching Muppet tier list territory.
Of how much we're like building this universe.
We're crafting a whole world right now.
We're crafting a parallel. You know how like in Futurama it's revealed there's only a universe A and universe B, like the multiverse theory is just whatever. We're crafting universe B, where it's like in another universe. Go down to your Walmart, ask for the manager. He's an actor in that universe.
Will Ferrell tried to run for school board, but he just got too busy and he won.
Yeah.
But he's like, I can't do this and I had to drop out.
He was just like, you know what, the school system has changed so much since I went to school.
And everyone's like, he won like by like 95%.
Yeah.
I could just see him gallivanting through the gas station with classic like Broadway flair. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's absolutely Will Ferrell. Oh, dude. This is so better than I ever imagined it would be.
Either that or he's 4-minute cat. I'm kidding. We have
to... Wait. What'd you say?
Either that or he's a 4-minute cat.
Oh, my goodness.
I
just see him doing his get off the shed bit to someone out of pump because he's not putting the card in. That's the joke from it's Despicable Me 4.
But yeah, I don't know. That's just the vibe I get of like he really wanted to be a teacher so bad, but circumstances led him to be like in management. But he does the best with what he can.
Yeah, exactly. I fully agree with that. But he still puts his flair in everything.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is one of the best ideas we've ever had. This is so good. Okay, to recap, so far in our first week in retail, we put Spencer Agnew working at possibly owning a game store. Will Ferrell, the wannabe theater teacher / gas station owner / town backbone.
Backbone of local charity front.
Backbone of local charity front. Oh, he's the one that's going to bring like a whole van full of baked goods to a car wash.
Yes. Absolutely.
Civil service, Jennifer Aniston being a random office worker / higher up ? Olivia Colman being a charge nurse, Jennifer Coolidge being a hairdresser, Carol Burnett being the goated substitute teacher, and John Cena being a PE teacher / coach / leader of the dodgeball team at the YMCA.
Yeah.
And that is for this week. We're just going to call this Porgville.
Porgville, the Porgville tier list.
Porgville tier list. People are going to see and be like, what? We can't say what it's about.
Tune in as we assign the roles in Porgville. You'll see what we mean.
Exactly. Oh, this is genius.
But on that note, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those interactive things. Follow the podcast on most social medias at Mondays for Nerds. Follow me on most social medias at Sir Stumpslot or Sir Stumpslot17.
Follow me at PolarPanda001 or Chris M. Pratt Fan on various social medias.
And we will see you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.